Hi everyone, and welcome back. I'm going to get the cover off this Tamoretti 50, and we are going to start doing a little bit of work on it. Not sure what yet, but let's get the cover off, let's get started. Cheers. Right then, let's crack on. Don't exactly know where I'm going to be going with this Tamoretti yet. It will evolve as time goes by. The first thing I ought to do is to see if we've got a spark and try and get that engine running. But that's not what I'm going to do, that's what I ought to do. What I'm going to do, that front wheel is seized, as said in a previous video. It's making it very difficult to move about. I can just about get a little bit of movement out of it. So, first thing I'm going to do is try and free that off. Don't know if it's the disc, the caliper on the disc, or whether it's the axle seized, but either way something's seized and I need to be able to move it. Right, we'll start off, see if we can get this cover off. That don't feel good. I don't think it's coming. Yeah. I think at some point I've got to rub these forks down and do something with them, but the easiest way of doing that will probably be to take them off. But anyway, that's for the future. Let's just see what we've got here. Right, heebie-jeebies in there. Right, screw that back in there so I don't lose it. He says, as he nearly drops it down a bloody crack in the pavement. Right, okay. We'll get a jack. Is there anywhere to lift it? Let's have a look underneath. No, it's all plastic. I'll have to take that plastic panelling off because I need to get the bike up in the air to free the front wheel. So how would I best do that? Some of these bolts look like they're going to be lots of fun to get off. Right, what's holding that on? Rust, probably. Right, probably going to start off and get that side panel off. Right, on the WD, because I suspect I'm going to be using it. Put the screw back in. Well, I've got a load of these screws anyway, I'll probably replace them. Lug broken off there, so we may need to do some Bertie bodging at some point in the future to get that back on. Now, what's holding this? Well, it's 10mm bolt there. Right. You guys see. So, trouble is with filming in the bright sunshine, you can't see that viewfinder. That's not going to be very willing to come off. don't want to see me doing that, I'm sure, so let me just stop you guys and I'll bring you back when I've got that bottom panel off. Right, that's the bolts out of there. Seems to be, oh dear, get myself a little box to put all these nuts and bolts in. Throw them in there for now. The seat cowl thing. Alright, what's holding that on? Come on, stop being a pain. Right. There we go. Right. That's that off. Okay. That's darkening up here. I think the old rain might rain may stop play soon, as usual. Unfortunately, my yeah, my open air workshop is good in that it's got 93 million miles of headroom. But unfortunately, the roof isn't very waterproof. So there you go. That's off the floor. So let's get this. You can't even see, can you? Bloody hell. I'm yabbering away and I've not even got you guys in view. Oh, I'll edit it out. No one will notice. Right. Let's get this cover off this side. Okay, screw back in. It's quite a funky setup really for the front suspension. You've got like little shocks and sort of a leading link styly suspension. I think that's what you call it anyway. So yeah, that's quite cool. See if we can get that wheel nut off. Still not entirely figured out what's holding that caliper on. Sure, all will come to light. Sorry, very unprofessional. And rude of me walking in front of you like that. Right, 16, no. 17. Right. Oh. Give it a squirt. Getting low on that. Oh Jesus, that is tight. Oh. No. Right. it's not playing. So we're getting the big toys out. Gotcha. Right. Going back to this. This thing's showing, I probably showed you in the first video, 900 miles. Probably not true, judging by the state of it, but there's no way of proving it one way or the other, because I've checked out the MOT history and it has none. It's never had an MOT. So who knows how long this thing's been standing. Right, now surprisingly that axle's come out quite easily, which kind of tells me the problem is the disc, the caliper rather, not the disc. In fact, yes, because that is hanging onto the disc now. So let's get that kiddie off there. She'll come loose. Of course it won't. Right, let's get Big Bessie on it again. I don't think anybody has had this apart since it was new. Just got it. When I edit these videos, we get to bits like this. Sometimes I'll edit it into a fast forward mode so that you guys don't have to watch, and sometimes I don't. But there's nothing to stop you guys fast forwarding it yourself. Right, I'm going to crack off that brake line now. I don't expect it to actually have any fluid in it, simply because up the top here there is no glass in there, so I'm assuming any brake fluid that was in this has long parted the ways, shall we say. So right, let's get that off, see what it tells us. If we get any fluid out of this, I will be very surprised. In fact, that was loose. That was actually loose. So everything tight. Oh well, look at that, there's fluid in it. I say fluid, to be honest with you, it looks like water. And I'm just going to let it go. Can't be bothered. No. Bit of rag. Of course, this is environmentally friendly brake fluid absorbing concrete that I've got here, so you know, I'm doing my bit to save the penguins and what have you. Right, okie dokie. Right, that's off. Let's pop that bolt back in there. No, that's not. Where did I get it from? In there. Of course I did. Right. the wheel is off. Right, you guys up here. Just excuse me while I adjust my tripod legs. Yeah, I'll edit that out, don't worry. Let's pretend I'm professional. Not fooling anybody, am I? Right. Get you up in the air. So, there it is, wheels off. There's some bits dropped out there, I don't know what they are. Not sure they should have dropped out though. But, yeah, some sort of spacer. Oh yeah, that's just a spacer of some sort. So, good thing about scooters is the what do you call it? The seat bucket thing. You can throw all your shit and junk in there. Get rid of that. Right. Now what? I don't know because I don't really know what I'm doing. Looks like I need some Allen keys. This is absolutely locked on there solid. I cannot move that. Got the Allen key bits here. Oh, that one. Yes. Right. Dropped it on the floor. So, and we drop it on the floor again. Right. See what we can find under here. When I did the SUV the other day, and it's quite a good idea, they had these Allen key caps. I'm wondering if this is the same thing. Where you've got like a screw-in cap on top of the actual bolt that you need to remove. And it's quite a good idea because it keeps the bit that's actually holding the brake on nice and clean. But no, these are not. These are just the these are just straight bolts, I think. There we go. Yeah, yeah. The SUV, you may remember, had like a cap over the top. So, right, they're free. I should be hitting this with a rubber hammer really, but I can't be bothered to find it, so it's kind of relenting. She's well on there. I'll break something in a minute. And I'll probably say to you, like, why didn't you tell me to use a rubber hammer? I blame you. Bollocks. I bet you lot see that falling, didn't you, and didn't tell me. Hanging on to the last. And we have it. Right, now, what I'm now going to do is pop that wheel back on minus the caliper, and then at least we will be able to move it around. So I shall bring you guys back when that little task is complete. Right guys, I've got you back again. I've not put the front wheel on, as I said I was going to, simply because you need the caliper. Turn you around so I can see it. Yeah, you need the caliper on as well, as it sort of forms part of the structure, if you like. So what I shall probably do, take them out, I'm going to see if that caliper will come free easily, and if it won't, I should probably just put it back on again, but with no pads in it, so it's still able to rotate. No, that is absolutely seized beyond freeing. I'm not going to attempt to free it now, like I said. So what I'm going to do, I've got the pads out. Looking at the wear on those pads, I think it's kind of obvious that that has not done 914 miles. So when I do get this up and running, it'll be interesting to see if the speedo even works. Right. Yeah, how did that go back on? Something like that, probably. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to put that back on, but with no pads in it. It's seized anyway, so it's not going to touch or do anything, and I will whip that off and deal with that at another time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll bring you back when we've got a free turning wheel. Cheers guys, see you soon. And there you go, all back together, and what a pain in the ass that was. But anyway, it's all just hand tight, loosely put back together at the front, because obviously that's all got to come out again. But the purpose of the exercise was to enable me to be able to move it. Previously I couldn't. Hopefully now, yes, that's a step forward. We couldn't do that before, now we can. Right, now what? I don't know. Get the crap out of here. Right. I'll throw that in my bits box. Now, I have a key. What have I done with it? I had a key and I lost the key again. So, it's interesting. Anyway, kind of irrelevant in a way. Let me just find that, guys, and I'll come back, because there's something interesting about it. 1 second. Right, found it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I contacted the guy and I said, sorry mate, but you wouldn't happen to have a key for it, would you? And he said, yeah, of course I have, mate, sorry, I forgot to give it to you. And there it is. However, it's one key. The ignition isn't great. It's got a piece missing off there. It looks terribly worn. In fact, there's a bit just dropped off it. Now, I went online and I went searching for a ignition set, key set, full lock set for a Tamoretti 50, and I found two. One was 48 quid and one was £34.90, I think. So then I was watching another YouTuber's videos who happened to say that this is this bike, same bike, has sold as various other bikes, such as Tommy, Lexmoto Tommy, and some others. So I went on eBay and I just put a search in retro scooter, and I actually found not only the same lock set but the same bloody picture that they were using. £10.80. So how can one supplier charge 48 quid and another £10.80? Now the only difference is the £10.80 is from China. It's going to take about 3 weeks to deliver, and the £43 is UK supplier, and they can deliver within a couple of days. Now me being a tight ass, guess which one I had? Yep, £10.80. So yeah, new lock set on its way. A bit premature because don't even know if the bloody thing works yet. So that's probably what we need to be looking at next. Now it did come with a battery, and I put the battery on my test meter, and it's come back showing 12.67 volts, so it's actually got a decent battery. That really surprised me. Don't know if I'm going to have a spark, because the ignition on this, if I can find it, because I've lost that as well. There it is. Don't know if you can see that, but someone just hacked it off. A bit of a butcher, but it plugs on there. So when my new ignition comes, it's just a case of pull that off, plug it on there, and Bob's your uncle. I don't know if for the time being I can probably do more harm than good, but whether I can join wires and sort of achieve a spark. I know the engine isn't seized because it kicks over, although the kickstart doesn't bounce back, so there's another issue. This was stored outside, so not helpful. But yeah, what I think we probably need to do is get in there, whereas you can probably see it's quite minging in there. Probably not worth even trying to start it without getting that carb off, so I don't know. Let me have a think about which way I'm going to go next. Probably sensible thing would be to get all these plastics off, so let the dog see the rabbit and all that bollocks. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do, get the plastics off. So for now, I'm going to call it a day on this one. The reason being, I've got an important appointment at the pub, and it's just starting to rain. So for the time being, we'll call it on this one, and we'll crack on with this another day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit subscribe, help me out if you enjoy the videos. This is Bertie Bodgett signing off. Cheers.